Most scientists are designed to be specialists. The metaphor, right? There's the scientist as symphonic musician. If you're really good at it, you get to be first violin. To me, the exciting part of it was always to be maybe more like a jazz musician and think about where the science might take you. When I came out of graduate school in 1967, the big research area was, in fact, anything to do with polymers, plastics, fibers. This was certainly immortalized for all time in the line of The Graduate, right, where the kid is told, go into plastics, that is the future. And at that point, it certainly was the future. In 1967, I started at what was the Celanese Research Company. I came into Celanese, and it was just really exciting, right? You had all these toys, all of these people, all of these experts, and everything you did either was something that was interesting for a few months and you dropped it, or it went commercial. Certainly the most exciting and educational experience in the early part of my career was the invention of the high modulus, low shrinkage tire cords. And this was part of what enabled radial tires to take over the passenger car tire market, and something that we all continue to drive on today worldwide. In the mid-1980s, Hoechst purchased Celanese, and I was maybe the first technical person to visit Hoechst in Frankfurt, in Germany. And by 1996, Hoechst was the largest chemical company in the world, so bigger than DuPont, bigger than Dow. The good news about this was you could do absolutely anything, right? There was no technical problem that was too difficult or too arcane for us to tackle. I was named the first research fellow in the United States. And the exciting thing about the fellow designation was it was kind of, in a way, kind of James Bond-like, right? In that you had the right to do whatever you wanted to do. And that sure doesn't exist anymore in industry. During my Celanese and Hoechst career, I was named inventor on 18 to 20 patents. But to me, the really important thing is, hey, it happened, right? You can go out and buy a tire, right, and it's still got HMLS in it, or all the computers have connectors that have this liquid crystalline super high performance resin in it. So, I mean, that's really what has been rewarding to me in my career. About 4 years after the demise of Hoechst, I joined the biomedical engineering department at NJIT, and that to me was a really exciting thing, to be involved with a new department and to be able to interact and work with students, which is, to me, right, as rewarding as probably as bringing something to the marketplace. Right, in the 2000s, one of the very hot topics are things that are not derived from petroleum, that are more ecologically friendly, and that can have not only biomedical applications, which are certainly very, very important, but they tend to be low volume, but also main commercial applications like food packaging. And I think that the work that we're doing with isosorbide may in fact prove to be this kind of a material. So from this point of view, it's consistent with what I've done over my career, which is to have been fortunate enough to hit on a hot topic and hopefully bring it to the point where it's commercialized. So there's a lot of really amazing stuff in biology that is very relevant to the materials world. And I think one of the really exciting things about science today, almost independent of discipline, is really for the first time these worlds are getting integrated. And that's maybe the challenge for generations to come.